Hi, my name is Jackie Davidson, and I'm from Ada County Concerned Citizens. Today I'd like to talk to you about testifying at a hearing. If you are passionate about a topic that will be open to testimony, you can make an impact by telling the committee or organization that your opinion is important. It may seem scary, but well worth getting up before the organization leaders and voicing that passion. In order to make it easier for you, Ada County Concerned Citizens have developed a process to go through to help develop your testimony. There are basically 4 stages: prepare, write, memorize, and testify. Let's talk about prepare. Do your research. Make sure everything you plan to say is correct. Pick a topic or 2 that you know about and can make intelligent remarks on. Be concise on the topics. There's only a very short period of time that you can talk. The organization will most likely be hearing a lot of testimony, so look for topics that will stand out. If the matter will directly affect you, it would be valuable to discuss that. Be prepared to type or write the testimony on a piece of paper so that you can use it for notes when you testify. The computer is best because then you can submit the testimony in written format. If you don't feel comfortable memorizing the speech, you can read it. However, it won't have as much impact. Plan to spend time going over the speech to make sure it flows and so that you only have to glance down to see what's next. The second point is to write your testimony. Once you know what you're going to talk about, sit down and begin to write it up. The first thing you want to do is thank the organization, something like, "Mr. Chair, committee members, thank you." Introduce yourself and who you represent. My name is Jackie Davidson, and I'm representing myself. State whether you are for or against the proposal that you're testifying about. I'm here to speak in favor of blank. State the first subject. Start the paragraph with something that will get their attention. List the reasons for why you are for or against this part of what you're testifying about. Use factual data and state sources where you found it or who said something. The American Bar, for example, the American Bar Association states, or the City of Boise Planning and Zoning Rewrite states on page blank that blank. The most powerful is a personal story used to show your point. Repeat with the second subject if you choose, and have time for a second subject. The conclusion is important and summarizes your position. Make it count. Summarize the subjects and explain these points are very important and why they should do what you request, approve or reject. Thank the organization or committee for the opportunity to speak by saying maybe something like, "Thank you for your time and listening to this most important matter." Number 3, rehearse your testimony. Read it over and over. Look for words that are hard to get out. If you're stumbling through your words, rewrite them so that you are more comfortable saying them. Go through your speech and highlight important points so you can glance down and see where you are in the speech. This will help you get through the testimony while being able to look at the committee. Write out quotes and read in word for word. This gives your audience trust that what you're saying is correct. Try to get this speech on one piece of paper. A 3-minute testimony is about 500 words. Practice this speech over and over until you can say it fluidly. Look for places to pause for effect, and try not to use the word or Say the speech in front of a mirror and record it and listen to it back. Try to think of any questions the committee may ask so you can be somewhat prepared to answer them. And then the 4th point, testify. If there's early sign up to testify, please make sure you are signed up. If not, get there early and sign up. There may be many people testifying and you don't want to have to sit in anticipation to speak. Most times you can sign up online, so look for that. Be sure the microphone is placed correctly so that everyone can hear you. If you see that many people have stated the same testimony as the one you are making points for, take that out of the speech. This is a good reason to get signed up quickly so you don't have to repeat what others have said. If your points have been made repeatedly, state that your points have been made and you agree with the others, and ask them to take these points into consideration. If there are questions, answer them. If you don't know the answer, tell them. Offer to find the answers and tell them you'll get back with them promptly. These are a few tips on how to construct a testimony. Use passion and be concise. Make your testimony count. So now I'm going to give you a little sample of what my testimony will be as I speak in front of the Boise Planning and Zoning Commission. And here we go. Chairman Schaefer and Commissioners, thank you. My name is Jackie Davidson, Precinct Committee Woman in 1614. I am here to speak in opposition of the Boise Zoning Code Adoption Draft. Idaho has long been known as a rural, family-centered state. It is full of trees and family living. I've lived here in Boise for 42 years. I'm a homeowner in the Southwest Bench area. I appreciate the low density of Boise. I have pride for my yard, and my neighbors do too. In the last few years, there have been drastic changes to our city. I have seen a townhome complex and apartment complex built by my house. The traffic has become difficult. The idea of density is atrocious. It will put a burden on the infrastructure and utilities. The Bench has nice neighborhoods. Though old, these neighborhoods meet the American way of life. A single residence with grass in the front and backyards. Taking these owner-owned homes out and replacing with 3-level fourplexes that are 40 feet high will destroy these neighborhoods. On page 16 of the Code Adoption Draft, it shows how a developer can take a 5,000 square foot lot and turn it into 4 townhomes in a 3,500 square foot lot. This will take away home ownership. The residents will be renters with no pride of ownership. Where are the yards and the trees? And oh yes, there's a little piece of grass and 1 tree in the front. The backyard is cement and asphalt. Also, there will be limited parking. I've seen the results of these types of rental units, and the whole roads are packed with cars. My neighborhood has limited cars that are parked on the street. If Boise City develops rental apartments and townhomes, the cars parked on the streets will cause a road congestion and a sore sight. One only needs to look at what is happening on 27th and Stewart in Boise to see the consequences of these density apartments. Also, we will be electing Boise City Council members and a mayor this fall. I'm in Boise City Council District 2, and there is currently no elected representative in my district. I would not be represented by someone who is appointed. This is a very important issue, and I would like to be able to communicate with my elected representative. With that in mind, I would recommend that the consideration of this rewrite be postponed until after the mayor and city council are solidified. The only one that wins with these planning and zoning rewrites is the developer. Please don't destroy our city with this rewrite. I would recommend that we stay with the current zoning. That way we retain home ownership, yards, and trees. This is the city of trees. We are Idaho. Thank you for your time and listening to this most important matter. And that's how you write a testimony. So good luck on your endeavors, and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.